What it do, baby? So, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Ancestors Love. It is now like 2:30 a.m. I am very much a night owl. I just come alive during the nighttime. And I was scrolling through Instagram and I had the craziest aha moment of like my life. And I think I am going to share it with you guys because that's why I'm making this video. For now, I am not going to be doing any pick a card readings or any I'm not going to be booking any readings at the moment because I really need to just some time to myself because I am pushing myself so hard to it's like I won't let myself make mistakes on this journey because I'm like new. My business is new. This whole thing to me is new. This is the first time I'm just so outwardly spoken about my spirituality and the path that I take, especially based with the background that I have. So it's very important to me that I succeed because, I know there's a lot of people that's doubting me and it feels like I've been doing this for, because there's people just watching. I know there's people watching. I don't know who they are. There's people that's rooting for me and cheering me on. And there's people that's just like, yo, this shit is not it. She's so worshiping the devil or some shit like that. So it's like, the pressure is on. I put a lot of pressure on myself. It's the Aries moon in me. I put so much pressure on myself to just be perfect on the first go, and it's like I haven't learned to just relax and chill out just yet. I was just speaking to a friend, and dude told me we haven't seen each other in 2 weeks, and I swear to God, I was like, 2 weeks? It felt like I hadn't seen this man since for the entire month of January. Why? Because I've been so upset to sit in my room gloomy and whatnot. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything, and I used the fact that it was cold as an excuse for me not to do anything. And I just I wouldn't do shit because I was just so I felt so fatigued. I was pushing myself so hard, but I was getting no results. So it's just and because I'm still stressed out and I'm putting so much stress into myself, my body took that load it's like I got hit by a truck. So right now I just had a massive headache. My throat started acting up and I'm getting a cold, and that was it for me. That was the last straw because I'm I can't. My health is super important to me. So I was just I can't. This is it. That was the last straw for me. So now it's just me time, and the most I'll be doing is videos like this. So let's talk to one another. Let me share this aha moment with you guys. So I was scrolling through IG and I saw this. And the reason why it's an aha moment because it's what I've been getting in all my readings. I keep watching all of the pick a card readings on YouTube, and I keep doing readings on myself, and all of them just keep saying chill out. And that's what the whole collective reading that I did the last time, that's what I posted. And that's basically what I'm telling you guys, which is why I kept saying this message is really for me, because I was really just sitting there that shit was my spirit guys, the ancestors were coming for my fucking neck. So the aha moment, it was just I'm sorry, there's just somebody that just walked by. Like I said, it's really late right now, and I just want to be outside. I need some fresh air, so I gotta be on alert. I gotta be on high alert. Okay. So it's that moment when that's my title. This is my book of shadows. I share every important ass situation that's happened in my life, for any dreams and whatnot. It's my dream journal. It's my all in all book. Everything goes in here. This is my baby. So it said, the universe said, I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember that you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on challenges. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go of the stress and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. So, if you're anything like me, I keep shaking this damn camera. If you're anything like me, you are a control freak, and like I can be quite a bit of control freak when it comes to my life, because I like, when I think of something, I want the outcome to come out exactly as I thought of it. And if you're like that, you give the universe, you give God, you give the ancestors no room to bring in, better things. You know how people always say God has a plan for you, even when shit seems like gloomy and bleak, and they're always like, trust in God because God has a good plan for you. So it's the same thing, just trust in the universe. And that's why the Fool card kept coming out. I kept getting the Fool card because I needed to just release and let go, because I was asking, where is the safety net? Like, ancestors, universe, spirit guides, ocean, you want me to take this big jump, you want me to take this big leap of faith and just not work. And I got bills to pay. I am like, I'm a person that does not like asking for help, which is another thing that I need to work on, that I am working on. I don't like asking for help, and I have bills to pay. We live in a capitalistic society, to which this is how it is. You have socialism, capitalism, socialism, like the status quo and whatnot. You have things, to me, like, we live in such a logical world, to which you have deadlines for everything. You have your rent due the first of the month, the third of the month, whatever. You have your phone bill the first, the second, the third, whatever. Whatever it is, you just have things that are due at a certain period of time, and it has to be exact, because guess what? You can't argue with these people, because it's only the only thing that we're now seeing in our society is money. People only see green, and there's nothing wrong with stability and having money. That is because it is your birthright to be stable. It is your birthright to be abundant. That is what you deserve, because just to be, you're supposed to be supplied. Not supposed to be, you are supplied for all of your todays and all of your tomorrows. That's how it's supposed to be. But like, we've strayed so far away from that, to which it's just, you constantly got to keep working. Because you got to secure your spot. You got to secure your home. You got to secure your finances, so you don't end up homeless and on the street. Like, it's crazy to me, like, how people can bust their ass and work super hard and just lose everything in an instant. You know what I mean? There's no sympathy. It's a cold world out there. So I was working. I was posting on all of my social medias. I spent so much time on my phone, which is another thing. Like, if I have depression and anxiety, but I never went to see a therapist, because black people apparently don't believe in that shit, which is so not the move, y'all. Like, if you are not feeling well and you know yourself well enough to know that you're not feeling well, bro, there's nothing wrong with going to see a fucking therapist, okay? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Go see a therapist. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Like, I spend a lot of time up here. My third eye and my crown chakra are highly active. I receive so many messages in a day. That's one, but I'm always thinking. I'm always running. It's like, I think something and boom, I'm already like in the next thought. All right, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just you gotta think about all of these things. I feel like I'm going off on a tangent here, but yeah, I was just like working. I was working all over my social media, like, and that's another thing, because on social media, I feel like social media has become such a platform to flex. And I don't ever want to seem like I'm flexing, but I am always on the go. I'm always doing something. I'm always doing something pertaining to my business. And it's been a while since I started doing something pertaining to just me, to just taking care of myself. I've been so focused on my business that I was in the Queen of Pentacles reverse energy. And the Queen of Pentacles reverse is like someone who's so focused on of feminine energy. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female, because energy does not discriminate on gender or anything like that. It is energy. It flows. You know what I mean? So it's like, it is a feminine energy that just is so focused on the finances. It's so focused on the it's so highly activated in the root chakra that they don't take basic care of themselves. They don't supply themselves with the basic needs that they need. Sometimes, like, you realize how you go into a depressive state, or you start having anxiety and things are just like running all over your mind, that it's hard for you to get up out of bed when you wake up. It's extremely difficult. I spend a lot of time in my bed. Like, even if I want to go pee, I don't even want to go pee. I don't even want to go pee. You take your showers extra late, you know what I mean? Or you don't even make up your bed, your room's a mess, and you just keep thinking in your mind about how you could be doing things better, about how, like, you're lacking. I was always focused on where I'm lacking, and I wasn't noticing of where, like, I'm strong, because we are highly strong individuals. Like, we have a lot of strength within us, and most of the time we have a lot of untapped energy. And because we're so used to doing things the same way over and over again, we don't push ourselves to tap into that energy. And sometimes we push ourselves too much to tap into that energy, instead of it just letting it happen. I'm out here trying to do this whole spiritual journey like a 12-step program, and with the spiritual journey, it's a never-ending journey until the day you freaking die, because you will always be learning something about yourself. Like, let me take these glasses off, because I feel like there's a glare. Like, you are always doing something. It's always something new, and that is fine, because nothing in life is constant except for change. I feel like this is like my number one quote. I say this shit all the time. Nothing is constant except for change, okay? You're not always gonna be high. Your life is not always gonna be on the low. It's just going to be. So it's easier for you to just go with the flow. Like, I'm out here trying to force, having a super abundant life right now. And when I say super abundant, I mean like a life to where, like, it's always okay, because I've gotten so used to being okay and being comfortable. Now that I'm uncomfortable, it's like, it makes me fidgety, like, I have to get out of the driver's seat, get the universe in the driver's seat, and have myself all the way in the back, and have all of my spiritual team up front, and I'm all the way in the back, because I'm out here trying to take control of a situation that I ain't got no business taking control over it. Like, I just need to let the universe work, because what I have in my mind, for me, yes, it's beautiful. It's a nice vision, like, I got that shit going on. I'm doing the things that I want, but, like, you are a co-creator with the universe. And that means, as the universe creates, you are creating as well. And you can create whatever life that it is that you want. But if you are the only one creating that life for you, and you never give the universe any room to create a life, to give you something more, something extra, like, you're missing out. Like, I have this horrible idea that I've learned since I was a child. Like, psychologically, I didn't even realize it was in the back of my mind. It's like, I think that the only way for me to gain abundance is if I work hard, and that is not true. Because if that's the case, bro, we'd all just pass out and probably die at a very early age by just working hard alone. You're just a deserving being. You deserve to be abundant. That is your birthright. It is your birthright to be stable. It is your birthright to have a strong foundation. It is your birthright to be taken care of, to be treated as a human being. That is your birthright. You know what I mean? So the universe is just, now I'm really learning to just be. And when I mean just be, just enjoy moments like these when you just sit down and you don't do anything. Like I can't remember the last time I just sat down outside and just watched, just listened. This sounds weird, but I like to people watch. So I would love to go out and just sit at like a cafe, like buy one thing. I know I'm so sorry to all like the baristas and people who have businesses, like, because I only buy one thing because I'm not really there for the food. I like to eat at home most of the time. So I'll sit there and I'll just watch people as they walk by. It's so odd, but it's soothing for some odd reason because it gets me out of my mind, you know. When I'm out in nature, it's just different. I just feel so grounded. I listen to the birds because when you're out in nature, you get different signs, you know. When I'm out inside and I get in my really depressive and upsetting moods where I spend a lot of time inside, the only signs that I usually get is like synchronicities through my clock or through videos like this when I see 555 or on my phone and shit like that, the amount of likes that somebody has and it's like a 111 like or whatever, something like that. And when you're out in nature, you just see different signs. You're connected to nature. It helps you remain grounded and also helps you connect and ground yourself to your ancestors and spirit guides. It connects you to source. That's why like I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, and they always talked about how going out in nature helps you connect with God because God created nature, so it helps you connect with source. Going by the beach and water to help balance out your emotions, because that is all what the moon side is about. You know, the moon side has a lot of control. The moon has a lot of control over waters because, you know, high tide and low tide based on the moon. And when we go by water and your emotions are all out of whack, it helps balance you. And especially if you're a water sign, you don't have to always be a water sign, but like water sign people, spending time by water is just the most rejuvenating and satisfying thing you could possibly do for yourself. It feels so good. And that is, you know, how you should spend time with yourself. Spending time and like traveling, you know, you just need something. You need to do something that excites all your senses, you know, that connects you to your sixth sense, your third eye and all of that connects you to your intuition, your gut feeling, that connects you to your heart chakra, to where you can receive and feel love and to just be open. And you connect with your throat chakra to be able to speak out your thoughts clearly, with clarity, to be able to speak out your feelings to others and to properly communicate with other people. My arms is getting tired. I'm so sorry, it's getting low. But yeah, so this is just the things that you want to do. This is the things that I am doing. This is why I can't just be accepting readings right now, and I probably wouldn't be getting readings anyways because I'm supposed to be working on myself. So I just need to chill.